Okay, so let's dive into something pretty wild. How animals are literally hacking our world. We're going to see how some species aren't just living next to us, they're actively taking our technology and repurposing it in ways that will completely change how you think about intelligence itself.
For centuries, this was just the accepted truth. The idea that you could pick up an object, especially something we made, and use it to solve a problem, well, that was supposed to be our thing. It was the bright, shining line that made us special. It's a really powerful idea, and it has shaped our entire view of the animal kingdom.
But is it? Because the closer we look, the more that bright line starts to get, well, kind of blurry. The evidence is pointing to a reality that's way more complex and honestly, way more fascinating than we ever thought.
So yeah, let's really tackle this uniquely human myth head-on. What we're finding out is that the line between us and them is just not as clear-cut as we were always taught. All right, enough talk. Let's get to the good stuff, the proof. I'm going to show you 3 absolutely incredible examples of animals hacking our world with a kind of cleverness that is just astonishing. First up, let's go to the bustling cities of Japan and talk about crows. These birds are ridiculously smart, and they figured out this brilliant strategy to get a meal right in the middle of a busy street.
I mean, just think about how complex this is. It's not just one simple action, it's a whole 4-step sequence. The crow has to get the timing of the traffic lights, it has to predict what a car is going to do, and then it literally uses the car as a giant automated nutcracker, then it waits for the walk signal to go grab its prize. This is some serious urban engineering.
Okay, so from city birds to, well, giants. Let's talk about the Asian elephant. When these incredibly intelligent animals run into obstacles we've built, they don't just get frustrated and give up. Nope. They actually analyze the problem and come up with a deliberate, thought-out solution.
And this shows an incredible amount of foresight. We've seen elephants use logs and sticks to just break electric fences. But get this, even more amazing, they've been spotted carrying old, discarded rubber tires to shield themselves from the electricity. They're not just reacting, they understand the fence, and they know what tools they need to beat it.
For our final case study, we're heading onto the sea to meet the octopus. With its boneless body and a nervous system that's spread throughout its arms, it has become an absolute master at turning our pollution into its own personal toolkit.
Talk about adaptability. They'll find our old glass jars and turn them into mobile homes that they can carry around. They'll use sharp pieces of broken plastic as shields. And maybe the most mind-blowing thing, they've been seen unscrewing jar lids from the inside. That is a mechanical feat that is almost unheard of in the animal kingdom.
So, after seeing all that, you have to ask yourself, right, what is really going on here? Are these animals just mindlessly copying stuff they see, or is there a much deeper, more complex thought process at work? Well, the science is suggesting it's something far more profound.
Yeah, these behaviors are absolutely not random. They're being driven by some really complex cognitive skills. Skills that, until recently, scientists thought were exclusive to us humans. And this is where it gets really, really interesting.
So let's talk about a key concept here, causal reasoning. It's basically if-then thinking. The crow understands that if I put this nut in the road, then a car will come and crack it open for me. It's connecting a cause to an effect, and that is a fundamental building block for any kind of advanced problem solving.
If we lay it all out, you can really start to see the patterns. The crows, they're showing that causal reasoning. The elephants demonstrate incredible planning and foresight. And octopuses, well, they're masters of flexible problem solving. And it's not just these 3. Take macaques in Asia. They've learned to use coins in vending machines. That shows abstract association, understanding that this little metal disc can be traded for food. Each animal is showcasing a different flavor of advanced thinking.
All of this evidence, it's forcing us to completely redefine what intelligence even is. For way too long, we've just been measuring every other species against ourselves. And you know what? That might just be the wrong way to look at it.
And this right here, this is the key takeaway. Intelligence isn't some ladder with humans sitting proudly at the top. It's more like a diverse spectrum. It's really just the ability to solve problems in your own environment. And it turns out, a lot of species are becoming incredibly good at solving problems in the world that we've built. So what does this all boil down to? These animals, they aren't just passive bystanders in our world. Our technology, our cities, even our trash, it's all become part of their world now. They're active participants, learning to navigate and even manipulate the environment we've created. And that leaves us with a pretty big, thought-provoking question.
If animals can creatively adapt to our world in such incredible ways, it really challenges us to look closer. They aren't just living on our planet, they're co-engineers, shaping their own lives with the tools we've left behind. So you have to wonder, what other signs of this incredible intelligence are we just not seeing yet?